Hey guys, it's Michelle with Women Who Wow, the online alliance for seriously driven women entrepreneurs. If you are not a member of Women Who Wow, you simply cannot get everything you get from Women Who Wow anywhere else on the internet. And so you can message me at m.me/Women Who Wow and talk more with me about joining our tribe of women entrepreneurs. But today I'm here to talk with you guys about some lies that women believe that are holding their business back, right? And the longer we believe these lies, the longer we're going to struggle with building a profitable business. And I want to talk with you very openly. And one of the sections in my print newsletter is a letter from the unlikeliest of business leaders, and that's me. And the reason that I'm unlikely is because my path to be leading women entrepreneurs has been, would be best described as like a comedy of errors, right? Like I have hosted events that no one showed up for and shamefully brought all the pizza and dropped it off at the fire station and saved a little bit at home to bring home for dinner. I have been overdrawn. I've lived paycheck to paycheck. I remember when the big recession hit in 2008, 2009, and people would ask me if I was nervous about it. I'm like, nope, because I already went through my own personal recession and I did okay. I got through that. I don't intend to go into another one. And so I had learned some things about, just about money and making money and being in business that really flew in the face of what I had been told and what I was reading in the constant business books that I was reading, right? So after I figured out I was in business and I, like any smart business owner, I started reading about it and how could I become a better business owner. And I read a bunch of things that I just didn't find to be true. And these business lies, there's actually a book by Steve Chandler called 9 Lies Holding Your Business Back. And a lot of these are going to be covered in that book. If you want to pick that up, it's a really great one. But these lies are holding women business owners back, right? And the longer you believe them, the longer it takes you to challenge them, the longer you are going to stay in this feast or famine, 3 steps forward, 4 steps back kind of mentality and in reality in your business. And so I'll never forget when someone first asked me what kind of business I wanted to create. And my very honest answer was a profitable one, right? One that makes money, just take me right to that because that's what I wanted. And I was believing a lot of these lies at the time. So one lie that absolutely holds women in business back is that it takes a long time to make money in business, right? If I had known that it was supposed to take me 4 years to turn a profit in my business, I would have never opened my doors, right? Because I didn't have 4 years to not make any money. I didn't have 4 weeks to not make any money. I had to make money right away, right? And so that's something that is just a ball-faced lie. In fact, your income, your profit in your business should be a reflection of the value that you're providing in your work, right? And so a lot of times you should be able to use profit and sales numbers as affirmation that you're going in the right direction, right? The problem is people don't expect to make money in the beginning, and so they don't sell anything in the beginning, and they do all of this great big prep work, and they're prepping for years and months and all of this stuff, and then they finally break down and go to market and see if it'll sell, right? And if it doesn't, you've wasted a lot of time. So my thought is we should expect our business to make money all the time. What is the minimally viable product you can go to market with right now in order to prove your concept? Right now in order to prove what this business can do, what it's made of, right? There's a reason that sharks on the Shark Tank ask how much money you've made, because it is an indicator of how much the market values your product or expertise or whatever. So don't buy into that lie. You can and should be able to make money right away in your business, right? And in fact, a healthy business makes money. A healthy business makes money. I worked with a couple. It was a couple that I was referred to. And in all of 2008, they made $0. Total goose egg. Not $1 came in, right? And so I went, they were referred to me, and by February of 2009, they had booked $60,000 in business, right? Cash received. And why did we do that? The first thing we did was we stopped believing the lie that somehow, being in business longer would make us more money. And we started selling stuff, right? We started going right directly to the question, can you hire him to speak or not? So that's a lie. You can start making money in business right away. And I dare to say that you should, right? You should prove your concept with at least a minimally viable product to see how the market responds. And the market's always giving you feedback. Their silence is feedback, right? Their purchases are feedback. Their complaints are feedback. And so you can incorporate that. Another lie that I think really cost women entrepreneurs so much is that there's a magic system that they need to be following. And a lot of women entrepreneurs are looking for that system. They are looking for the exact right templates and the exact right words and the exact right social media post and the exact right number of pages for their book and the exact right blah, 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 right? And there is no such thing. Right? There is no such thing. It's like trying to find the perfect woman or the perfect man, and it doesn't exist. All I can find is the perfect man for me, and that's all you need to find, right? And so there is no perfect system, and so what you can find, and I need to, I guess, back that up because it's really not about finding it. It's really about creating it. What you can create is the perfect system for you. Right? The perfect little magical mix of your authentic messaging, a perfect little magical mix of your messaging, your preferred strategies on social media, your preferred way to communicate with your market, whether it's video or audio or writing or a mix or whatever, right? So stop looking for the perfect system. That's a lie that there even is a perfect system, and start actively creating your own best perfect system. And here's how you do that. Really, you can always, if you've been in business any amount of time, you can look backwards and make a list of your top 5 clients, your last 5 clients, or whatever. Where did they come from? What did they want? Where did they find you? And you can start putting together your best system that brings your best clients in through your doors. So don't believe the lie that there's one best system out there and look for the right guru selling it. There is no such thing. There's only the perfect system for you. The other thing that we believe all the time is that lowering prices will boost business, right? We somehow think that when people say no to us or when they don't respond, that price is the reason they didn't do it, right? And the truth is, people buy on price when you've been a lazy salesperson, when you haven't given them something more to consider than price, right? And so the truth is, there's a market for, Mercedes and Chanel and Louis Vuitton, and there's a market for, the Massimo brand, right? There's a market for both. There's a market for whatever brands are sold at Walmart. And so when you are building your business and you're struggling with sales, don't immediately have that knee-jerk response of lowering prices and therefore lowering your profit, which eats away at the foundation of your business, right? So consider some other things. Consider positioning. In just a few days, I'm meeting with a bunch of women and one brave man who's coming to New York City, and we're going to be meeting with top shelf media. We're going to meet with the editor-in-chief of Entrepreneur Magazine. We're going to be meeting with let's see, who are we meeting with? We're meeting with the top producer for Rachel Ray, the top producer for Dr. Oz, the producer for the 5 Doctors radio shows on Sirius Radio. We're going to be meeting with Business Insider and CNN and Fox News. And we have some really high up there decision makers. And one of the things that we'll use the media for is positioning, right? Like if I were still positioned as a small town girl who, did those events for pizza in Chesapeake, I couldn't grow the way I did. I had to use the media to get better positioning. So don't just do your knee jerk, like I'm going to lower prices to boost business. It often will not work. And it starts to eat away at the foundation of your business, which is obviously your profit margin. And so you want to make sure that you are that you are considering other reasons people might buy. Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe you're not positioned well, right? Like if you're positioned as you're chasing them and they're not waiting on you, then your positioning is wrong. Maybe your packaging is wrong. You can go there, and are you focused maybe on the the features instead of the benefits? Have you really called out to the right market? Maybe you're pursuing the wrong market. I did that for a little while. Like I really thought that I would work not with the badass women entrepreneurs. I thought I'd work with mompreneurs, and I thought I would work with these women who are working from home. And I quickly learned that they were unwilling to invest, and so I switched out of that, pretty freaking fast. But you might be talking with the wrong market. You might have the wrong packaging. You might have the wrong positioning. All of these things can be fixed, but when you lower prices to boost business, then it often you'll sell your way right out of business, because we can be broke sitting on the beach somewhere. We don't need to be busy and broke, like trying to build a business. So you really want to protect that profit margin. The other lie that holds women entrepreneurs back is that we need to get our name out there, and we think in terms of always getting exposure. But we have to be deliberate about that, right? One of the things that we just did a training on for the people coming to New York City for this event is, why do you want media exposure? Because from your why, what your goals are with the media, from there, we can actually choreograph a relationship with the media that actually meets those goals, right? And so you want to make sure that you aren't just saying, like, I want to get my name out there. It's really about getting your people in here, right? It's really about getting them in your door, where you get paid, on your turf, under your tent, right? That's where you really want to get people in. And it's not about just getting your name out there. It's about getting them in here, where you can create relationships with them, where you can invite them into your programs or invite them to take a look at your product or whatever. So those are a few lies holding women entrepreneurs back, and I hope that I have dispelled them for you. If you have any questions, you can certainly message me at m.me/womenwhowow. And if you are interested in joining Women Who Wow, then message me about that, and I will shoot over all of the cool details. Talk to you soon. Bye.